Now this girl met this guy off of a dating app. Absolutely loved the way that he looked, and she was flattered. They exchanged numbers and she texted him, hey, with the smiley face, being all cute, and he says, what's up? Come on, bro, you gonna be that dry? Do better. Not much. I just finally got home from work. Now I get to spend time with my dog. Haha. I wish I had a dog. You should get one. They make life so much better. I can't. My parents wouldn't allow a dog in the house. LOL. What are you up to tonight? She says, taking care of my dog and then relaxing. I'm exhausted. Okay, I was going to ask you if you wanted to go on a date or something. Not tonight. What about tomorrow night though? Yes, that works for me. We can go to the stalking horse. I think that's like right in the middle of both of us, because they live like an hour away from each other. Yes, that works. What time? 8 o'clock? Now these two do go on this date later on the next day. Now I always say this, females, make sure you have that pepper spray ready.
You don't realize pepper spray generally expires 2 to 5 years after it's made.
Be honest, going on a date with a stranger is always a risk, and make sure it's a public crowd. They go on this date, it's a public date, stalking horse. Apparently this is a bar. She gets all ready, she gets all cute, and she says, I'm gonna call an Uber in 5 minutes. He says, I'm already on my way. 5 minutes pass, she says, just got in the Uber. I'm almost there, I should just get us a spot at the bar. Yes, that works. Okay, let me know you there. KK, have you been to this place before? Yeah, it's a chill spot. Okay, Uber driver is talking to me. LOL. They just talking. They just don't know how to shut up. So he says he's being creepy. Laughing emoji. No, I'm just like not looking to chat the whole time. LOL. Then some time goes by and she says, I'm here.
Let's talk about men being creepy now.
I see this girl over there across the street. I'm literally by my car about to go out and she looks really uncomfortable. I don't know, should I go somewhere? It's like really late at night.
He says, okay, I'm at the bar. You'll see me. She walks inside of this bar and she sees him. He waves at her. He walks up to her. She cuts the date completely short because his vibe was off.
I'm begging you, can you help me?
What threw her off a lot is that he would give her this certain look a lot of the times as they was talking. He would look at her, then make these weird looks at her out of like nowhere, and it would throw her completely off a lot of the times as they was talking. And he was very, very awkward when they would communicate to each other, but it was always that look that he would give that was just... She said, you know what, I'm not feeling really good right now, I'm gonna just go home. She said, you know what, this place is too crowded for me. She's just trying to make up any excuse, and she said, I want to go home, I'm gonna walk home. He said, wait, I can walk you home. Let me walk you home. She's a really nice girl and she have a hard time saying no, and she said, yeah, okay, you can walk me home. So they have this 20-minute walk home to her place, and as they're walking home, it's night. She gets that uncomfortable feeling from him once again as they're walking all alone with each other by themselves. So they finally gets to her apartment. Did y'all notice what she did wrong? He knows where she lives, meaning if he's a creep, he knows where See, that's why I want to be mean to y'all girls sometimes, because y'all so sweet and so cute, but y'all just don't understand how stupid y'all be sometimes. But I do love y'all. So finally gets to her place, right in front of her door, instead of standing in front of the apartment complex, so he can at least not know which exact door you live at or building you live at. She stops right in front of her door, and you know, he asks, can I get a hug? She gives him a hug, and she goes inside as he looks at her go inside. And then they walk off, and then she gets this text. Did I do something wrong? I got the vibe you were acting weird the way back. I was just trying to be nice. Hey, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Yes, you did. Her being nice, you know, why not? I just truthfully feel like we didn't really connect on a deeper level, and that's completely fine. But at this moment in my life, I'm just looking for that special connection with someone. I'm sorry, but I wish you the best. You were very nice. LOL. What? It was one date. Obviously, you won't feel a deeper connection immediately. That's what getting to know someone is. It takes multiple dates. Women, you have to understand, men with attitudes so quickly, they're very dangerous men.
The violent or abusive man. He starts out attentive and loving, and then he pulls the switch.
He has no need to be saying WTF to you because you're just being honest with him. I'm sorry, I just don't think I'm interested. Dude, what? What did I do wrong? I bought you drinks and I walked you home, and then all of a sudden a flip done switched in him. A switch done flipped. and he spams her. Nothing went wrong, so I don't understand. Okay, yeah, I see how it is. Honestly, I just wasted $100 on you tonight. Least you can do is reply to me. Show me the basic respect after I showed you a good time. Are you seriously not gonna effing answer me? LMAO. Okay, go back to your stupid dating apps. Just to remind you, I know where you live now, you broad. Go F a guy who broke and crazy like you will anyway. I was in the shower, you psychopath. You just threatened me. If you don't leave me alone, I will go to the police. And a few moments later, right after she sent that message, she hit blocked. He's blocked. And when he realized he was blocked, he lost his mind. He completely lost it. Not even 15 minutes later, she gets the knock on the door. When he hugged her goodbye to go home, he never left. He was texting her, spamming her the whole time, right outside her house. She knew exactly who that was, and she was just hoping that she locked her door, which I'm sure she did. So she goes up to her door. She was thankful that it was locked. He walks up to it, checks in the peephole, and little do she see, it's him. And he just waits for her. Little do he know the police is coming. And when the police get there, they was like, look, you have to go. You can't be here. If you come back, you may just get arrested. And she just thinks to herself, what am I doing? I cannot live like this. No woman could live like this. I have to move out. She moved out, and it ended happy for her.
Julio Ramirez was enjoying a night out in Hell's Kitchen back in April, and then hours later,
him and his friends decided to go to this place called Hell's Kitchen. A lot of people go here to have fun, have a good time. It's a place located in New York. So this one particular night at around 7 p.m. he goes to this place with his friend Carlos. They will bar hop and go to different places, but then Julio takes this one specific picture. Then all of a sudden, him and his friend separated. Julio sends Carlos a text message, where you at? Carlos said, I'm inside. Julio said, I'm outside. Julio told him, come out. I don't know around this time if Carlos wasn't even paying attention to his phone. They was trying to look for each other but could not find each other. But an hour later, Carlos said, I'm home. Where you at? Carlos tell him, come to my place, but never receives a response back from Julio. Later that morning, still no reply. It's been a little while now. Carlos sent another message saying, what happened? I thought we left together. He texted, I woke up and I was like, Julio, and you wasn't even there. But when Carlos looked at his phone, he seen that Julio seen his message, but he never replied. Things get a little strange at this very moment. Carlos decided to look back at the messages and he realized around 3 a.m. Julio stopped sharing his location. Then another one of his friends, he also stopped sharing his location with. He also stopped replying to her as well. Then that's when the messages went from blue to green, meaning that his phone is off, it probably have died. People said that he always charged his phone, he always on his phone. He would not let that happen. Then some time passed and that's when the parents received a phone call from the hospital saying that their child is dead. Yeah. Now I know it's a lot going on right now, just buckle up and stay with me real quick. Now y'all remember that night Carlos was texting him around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., like late? It was announced that he was already passed away around 4 a.m. The reason why nobody could get in touch with the family is because his ID was missing. All his personal things was missing, so they didn't know who he was. I'm dead ass got the goosebumps because of what is about to go on. Now, stay with me because this is when I keep saying that, but it's about to get dark. It's about to get a little bit dark. They say his cause of death was an overdose.
When I heard that it was a drug overdose, my instant thought was that somebody had drugged him. My initial instinct is that he was given something.
But the family thought it was a little bit strange because his IDs was missing, his wallet was missing, a lot of things was a little bit off. And they said he could have probably got drugged. Well, rewind it back to the night when them two got separated. When they took that picture, he took that picture. Remember he was outside and he told him, come out, where you at? Well, he was standing outside alone for 12 minutes. When he walked back in,
he was no longer alone.
He was with somebody.
Walking alongside 3 men. The 4 of them call over a taxi, and at 3:17 in the morning, they all get inside the cab.
Then the taxi driver goes to the police and said, a guy in the back is unresponsive. So the police walks up to this cab, looks in, and he see Julio alone in his back seat. They called in the EMS, they tried to save him, but he ended up passing away around 4-something a.m. Who are those 3 people? And like I tell y'all, yeah, majority of the times when girls go out and they be alone, they can get targeted, but men can too. That's why I just stay inside. I'm gonna be honest. What the hell is going on now? The brother goes inside of Julio's laptop. It's a password. So he's sitting here trying to guess it until he finally guessed it. He's close with his brother, so he was able to get in. And when he looked inside, he noticed something weird. She see that the iCloud password has been changed. After the fact, Julio is already dead. So who changed it? He checks the email and he noticed a money transaction. Now, this case is still ongoing. His cause of death is not completed. It's going to take about a couple of months for them to know the exact reason of how he died. Marissa done had a crazy ex. This gets so wild and crazy. Now Marissa is in the kitchen on her laptop and she just gets this random picture from this random number. She's very creeped out because this, you only see it in the movies. If this happened to me, I would lose my shit. There's something that you need to know before we get deeper in this.
As soon as I got in the house, I shut the door. That quick, somebody knocked on my door, and it was him. And he lived about 45 minutes away from my house.
Marissa had this ex, like I just said in the beginning of this video, and he was very crazy. After they broke up, they was dating for 3 years. To the point where he would come to her house at night trying to get in, but the father, because she lives with her parents, will open the door and literally fight with him so he can't get in the house. She even had to get a restraining order on this guy because that's how crazy he would become after they broke up. She blocked him on everything and he would make new accounts to stalk her, and he would see her going on this date with this new guy. When he saw that, he lost it. And this was the following night when he came up to her house and sent her this random picture from this random number. But at the time, I don't know if she knew if it was her ex or not. She got this picture and she's home alone. Her parents not home at the time. She's freaked out. She immediately put the laptop down and she walks to the window. She don't open it and she look around trying to find who done that. Don't see anyone. Marissa hurry up, call her dad. She was like, someone just sent me a picture. I'm terrified. So the dad has these like Ring cameras and he see that Dylan is outside of the Ring camera walking to the backyard. While they're on the phone, he tells his daughter, hurry up and lock all the doors right now. That's your ex. He's outside of your house. He's trying to get in.
All doors locked.
So she runs to the back door before Dylan can get there. But Dylan also going to the back door. So just as she gets to the back door to lock it, she does spot her ex. So she goes around the house locking all of the windows. So Dylan decides to ball his fist up. Now their back door is this glass back door. I know some of y'all probably have this and you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how he was able to do this though, because glass back door, you cannot break it by punching it, but he punched it. It broke and shattered. Now he's in extreme pain and a lot of red stuff is coming out of him and he cannot do nothing to her. The police is already on their way doing this whole time and they come in time and arrest him. He was in jail for 3 years. Now this lady named Selena texts this guy named Rob. Selena and Rob never dated, but they knew each other and they knew each other's family really good. And Rob got this text and she said, hello sweetie, I need your help. With what? What's up? Your father put a curse on me. I need you to tell me the cemetery and plot number they were buried at. Rob's parents did die. And when Selena knew Rob's parents at the time, she felt really cursed from his parents. And she really believed she was cursed from his parents. So that's why she said what she said. Rob said, what do you mean they put a curse on you? I keep hearing their voices and having bad premonitions. I know it sounds crazy, but I need it to stop. Now around this time, Rob decides to go to his brother and say, hey, look at this. This is weird. Selena is acting pretty creepy right now. The brother starts to laugh and say, you know what, just keep it going. See how crazy it'll get, because they feel like she's just tripping right now. So he said, yeah, keep it going. See how crazy it will get. So she proceeds and she says, I need to exhume their graves. If you help me, I'll sleep with you. Ooh. I know you always checked me out whenever I was in your dad's house. Rob didn't even answer. I don't think he want her, do he? I don't know. But he didn't answer and a day goes by and she goes even much more crazy and says, I'll come sit on your cock right now if you help me. Now later that night, in the middle of the night, everybody is asleep except for Rob. And then he hears somebody outside of his place. I don't know how he heard it exactly. When he heard somebody outside of his place, he then looked out his window. Now it's dark around this time. It's completely dark because in their neighborhood, they don't believe in street lights. Like it's one of them type of places with no street lights. So when it's dark out, it's completely dark out. And all he could see is this shadowy figure in the shape of a woman. He's seen the shadow figure from the shape of a woman from the sky, the moonlight, and they have this dim porch light, but it's not the best. So he raised up his window, he peeks his head out to talk to her, and right before he says something, she hears the window and she looks up right at him and say, "Please let me in." As she's looking at Rob, she's like, "Please let me in." Like just with the normalest casual voice ever, but looking like really terrifying with this like kind of smile, trying to look sweet, but it's creepy. And she just says, "Yeah, can you please let me in, Rob? I really need to talk to you, really need to talk about this, and I really need this information to go to your parents' gravesite. Can you please let me in?" Rob said no, and all she did was look down and look back up and waved her knife and say, "Rob, let me in." Like she was like literally tripping out of her mind right now, and she was getting like low-key real crazy. So Rob decided to call the cops. After he called the cops came, and she was still at the door. She didn't move at all. She was arrested. She texted her mom and she said, "Are you home?" The mother said, "No, still with your dad. What's up?" She said, "I heard someone come in the house. Is Peter home?" "I don't know. I've been in my room. I don't think so because he was supposed to work till 12 tonight, 12 a.m. Are you sure you heard the door then? Question mark. Now, at this point, Emily know that she heard somebody. She's 100% positive that somebody is in her house downstairs right now. So, she know that her parents, they wasn't coming home so soon yet. So she tried to text her mom to hurry up and make sure her mom not home. Peter working home until night. I guess that's her brother. Somebody's downstairs. Let's see what happens. Emily says, "Mom, there's someone in the house." "What? Who is it?" "Mom, I don't know. There's some man walking around downstairs." "Mom, I'm scared. What do I do?" I can't lie. Immediately what I would do, I would lock the door, open up that window, get on the roof, and just stay on the roof. Like, I'm being serious. That's what I would literally do. I want to know what y'all would do, and I'm serious. If you have a good plan on what you would do, and be serious. So, listen to what the mother said. "Emily, find somewhere to hide right now. I'm calling the police. Lock your door right now. Hide somewhere in your room, okay?" "Okay, I'm in the closet." The closet? Now, what y'all have to understand, these real screenshots. That's 69 over there looking beautiful, too. But, the closet, come on, And the mom don't make it any better. She said, "Okay, good, sweetie. I'm on the phone with the police. Don't make any noise at all. Stay in the closet until you hear the police come inside the house." Now, what's wrong with this is simply your door lock. He knows you in there. It's only really 2 spots you can hide in your room: under the bed or in the closet. That's why I gave y'all behind that pillow method. Hide behind your pillows on the bed. You camouflage. That's why I say keep your door unlocked, because someone was to walk in your room, they check in the closet, under the bed. They're not gonna check behind the pillows. They're gonna think no one's even in the room. If I lock the door, I'm leaving the house, going on the roof, or running away from outside the window. I'm locking the door because I don't want them to take none of my things. Maybe they just can't unlock it. Emily said, she replies back with, "Okay." The mom said, "Do you still hear him?" "Mom, he's trying to open the door." "Emily, please just be quiet. You're going to be okay. The police are almost there." Emily, they no longer text back and forth. So something must have happened. Now, what happened that night when Emily stopped replying to her mother is when that man came inside, and she knew a man was inside. And when he walked up to her door, maybe he heard her as she was replying to her mom. And when he was fidgeting with the door, he knew it was locked. He was trying to break down the door, but couldn't. During that moment of him trying to break down the door, she was too scared to reply. Like, she didn't want to make any noise at all. Luckily, the man could not get inside the room, and the police arrived. When the police arrived, that man was gone. This guy was just an intruder wanting to steal some things in their house. Maybe he was walking down the street, they had their blinds open, and he seen something he wanted. Or maybe they just look rich. But yes, this ended off with a happy ending, gladly. Story 2. This is about to get a whole lot darker. Now, this girl named Casey texts one of her friends that she didn't text in a long while. Now, somebody who she knew, which was his cousin, she heard that he died. So she texted him and she said, sorry for your loss. I guess he didn't know who she was at the time, or he got a new number, something, but he says, who is this? Casey, I know we haven't spoken forever. I'm sorry. Hey, Mousy. Mousy? You calling people Mousy? That's Y'all like that? You like Mousy? Hey, Mousy. How are you holding up? Not very well. I'm going absolutely insane. I lost a friend recently too. This year has been terrible. And I also lost a friend to gun violence, hanging around the wrong crowd, got himself into some situations he should have never been in. Realize who you hang around, it's not worth it. Back to the story though. He says, you have no idea. She says, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Thanks. I just don't think anyone will believe me. Believe you? Question mark? A few months ago, I found this phone at my door. Don't pick it up. You could probably be getting trafficked. You see a random phone and you picking it up and it looks iffy? Leave it. Mind y'all, I'm going into this story blind just like you, so I don't know what's gonna happen next. But it's getting weird. Weird how? You found out who left it for you? No, but I couldn't find my camera and I had to shoot a wedding reception. I had no choice but use it. Okay. Then he sends this photo of a girl in a wedding dress. Now this photo does look beautiful, but it's something darker behind it. She's beautiful. She's dead. Minutes after I took this photo, she fell off that structure. It was beyond horrific. Seeing someone die is devastating. Yeah, but it's my fault. Wait, how is your fault? That she died? Question mark. And then he sends this photo of this man at a train station. Don't know who this man is. Don't know if this is him or not, but he sends this man. Then he says, right after I took this, he jumped in front of the train. Okay, so it's not him. Oh my gosh. Then he sends another photo of a guy sitting down on the cliff looking out into this beautiful view. But we all know it's not about to be something good. He's gonna text back. Remember my cousin? I took this. Minutes later, he slipped and fell to his death. And then he sends this picture full of people out in the grass having a good picnic with beautiful weather. And says, this was at Highland Park where all of those people were poisoned.
Yes, this is 911. Okay, what is going on there?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
Okay, do you know what they took?
WTF. Every time I take a photo, Casey, they die. That's crazy. Casey, what are you doing around this dude? Block him. I would not be conversating with somebody like this at all, even if it is a prank. And then he sends another photo and you see these people riding their bikes. But what can possibly go wrong? We're in the middle of nowhere and this car comes and run them over. No one lived. Alright, now you just going too far. Now you just egging it on and egging it on and egging it on. Like, come on. It's no way possible, humanly possible, that someone is just snapping all of these pictures and just capturing all of these people die. No, just no. But of course, he keeps going and he sends another girl in this water looking pretty terrified. And then he sends a man on this railroad surrounded by nothing but trees looking down in the daylight. And he sends one more picture and it's a man sitting on this tree in the woods. And then he texts and he says, you see the pattern? Basically the pattern that he's simply talking about, we all know. He takes a picture and someone passes away, but he sends a picture of his ex and he says, I started dating her after you. She was so happy. I hated myself knowing what I'd done. I thought about taking a selfie and how by doing so I'd save life. And then of course she responds and she says, you're not pranking me? Because let's be honest, none of this sound real. None of this is too good to be, not too good to be true, but it's too crazy to be true. I wish I was, but no, nor could I take a picture of myself. Yes, you can. Just get the camera and take the picture. Throw the phone away. I tried. I tossed it in the dumpster. Next morning when I woke up, it was there again by my bed. I'm done with this story. Like, this is not no movie. You think a phone just gonna appear right next to you? I do want to see how this ends though, because it's no way this girl is buying this, right? It's no way. Just don't touch it. She's buying it. Oh. I can't help myself. I feel like I have to pick it up and use it. I can't help it. I thought at first it was a bad thing, but then maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I've been chosen to pick who lives or who dies. You're scaring me. So what, Casey? I've been told you to block him and you still texting this. It's on you, whatever happens to you. And then he says, Casey, you only 10 minutes away. LOL. So not funny. And then he sends multiple pictures and multiple pictures and multiple pictures. And what she do? She texts him back. And guess what? She says, who are they? Proceeding to text him over and over and over again. She's not learning. But he says, people I watched leave from their homes, then waited for them to die and robbed them. This is a crazy game that's being played on this girl right now. WTF? This girl is pissing me off. The reason why is because she's... She's still texting this dude. Like, I just wanna, like, I can now do anything that I want to. Hashtag getting rich. WTF? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sometimes you have to be honest about who you are. I have to go. Zook is barking for food. I always hated that dog. Now look! You leave animals out of this.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
No, seriously, leave animals out of this. Leave animals out of this. Leave them out of this. Your brother's death has messed with your head. None of this is your fault. You don't believe me, so very typical of you. I don't believe you either. Of course I don't. BS. There we go, Casey! About time you tell him how it is. We don't believe you. You're not a good friend, and you're not a good person. No, I am. You just need help dealing with reality. She used to call her a female dog, and I'm not about to say that. Casey, you a beautiful young lady. Zuki is barking at the front door. I have to go. And then he sends a picture of Zuki barking at the front door. Now we're about to see what's about to happen next. I just got the goosebumps. This dog better live. Like, I'm being serious right now. She texts back. She says, WTF. Your proof is coming. Get the hell away from my house, a-hole, before I call the police. If they come anywhere near me, I'll take their photos. Nothing scares me anymore. OMG, what did you do? Wait, something happened to the dog? Zuki's dead. Oh, really? Casey, how did your dog pass away? Probably just did something to the food. Closing curtains won't help. Screw you. No, Mousy. Stop saying that. No, Mousy. You can't stay hiding forever. When you come out, I'll be waiting. I might not get you tonight. ... You might even live beyond tomorrow, but sometime when you least expect it, I'll be there. And you will have only one thing left to do. Yeah? What's that? Say cheese.
Okay, everybody say cheese!
Now that was the creepy text story. If y'all want more of these, let me know. Because I'm mad at Casey because she's still sitting here texting him. Should've blocked him. Now for this convo, this girl wanted to be completely anonymous, and you have to respect it. Her name is Lizzie. But Jake, who she texted, is this guy's real name. Jake texted her and he said, hey. She said, hey, with the 3 Y's, you already know what that means. She wants you. What you doing? Nothing. What about you? Same. You want to hang out? Maybe. What do you want to do? She should have put the eyes emoji after that. I mean, we can't hang here because my parents are home. But what if I came to you? Are your parents home? Nope. So let me come, LOL. She said when. Ooh, she want it. She want it. She want it. The dog was looking at me crazy just now. Jake says, I'm free if that works for you. She says, what made you even think to hit me up, LOL? You're really pretty and I just want to hang out with you. Okay, LOL. I look like a potato right now, so you have to give me some time to get ready. That's fine. What's your address? She gave him the address. He says, word, I'll head over soon. Wait, no, don't. Wait, no, don't. I need time to get ready. Now, first red flag. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the first red flag, but I did. This guy was almost like in a rush. Like he didn't want to give her time. Even if he's not a creep, even if he's not gonna do nothing to her, that's still a red flag because he's not laid back. He's not letting the girl do what she needs to do. Just being too pushy. Red flag. Alright, for real. Now, there's this girl named Alyssa. Alyssa, Jake, and Lizzie all in the same friend group. So Lizzie's best friend Alyssa know about Jake. Lizzie goes to tell Alyssa about this situation. Oh, you know Jake, he's possibly about to come over tonight. You know how girls are with their best friend. So she texts her friend and it went like this. Oh my gosh, he randomly hit me up and he wants to come over. She says, Alyssa, are you gonna let him? I told him, yeah, but to let me get ready. He said he's gonna head over soon. I told him to wait, but he left me on scene. Like, oh my gosh, WTF. Wait, what? The best friend proceeds to say, wait, what? Wait, hang on. Question mark? I feel like it's weird that he's texting you. I'm gonna call him. Why? Oh my gosh, don't mention me. I won't. He's not picking up FaceTime. I'm calling Jamie. This is weird. Why is it so weird? Because I know he wouldn't just text you like that. OMFG. Now, you have to realize why Alyssa is reacting like this, because Alyssa know that Jake was on the verge of dating someone else. Why would he text Lizzie? Now, remember Jamie? She mentioned Jamie. We're about to get into her. So, Alyssa was calling Jake, but he doesn't answer. So that's why she brought up Jamie, because Jamie is Jake's sister. So she hits up Jamie. And she is also a part of this friend group. Look at this. She calls Jamie, and she's like, so why is Jake trying to hook up or get with Lizzie? Don't he have another girl that he's trying to date? Jamie says, actually, Jake lost his phone like 2 days ago. We don't know who had his phone, who stole his phone, where his phone even at. Immediately, they knew that Lizzie wasn't texting Jake the whole time. It was a stranger who has his phone. Lizzie sent this stranger her address. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to imagine what's about to go on next. Another thing, the guy texted Lizzie, I'm here, I'm at the door. Remember, Lizzie also said, my parents are not home. You're free to come over. So he's at the door, this stranger. Is Alyssa gonna text Lizzie at the right time before she opened the door to the stranger? Is Jamie gonna text Lizzie to try to convince her not to open this door? Is all of this, it's chaos. I don't know what's about to happen. Let's see. Lizzie looks through the peephole and noticed that that's not Jake. Mind you, her friends already texted her about the stolen phone and everything on time before she get to open the door. And I'm glad she still looked through the peephole too, even though she knew her Jake buddy was coming over. But she texted the guy this: I know this phone was stolen. I called the cops already. They are almost here. You better get out of here and never come back, or you'll be sorry. We also have you on video camera. Wave hello. Now, this mom named Marissa was woken up by a lot of texts from her son named John, and he said in these texts, Mom, I need help. I got into a car accident. Can you pick me up? I think I injured my elbow. Damage is pretty bad. I don't know what to do. The mom answered and she said, the mom says, please tell me you're joking. Are you okay? I'm assuming that he jokes with his mom all the time, so she thinks it's a joke. John says yes. The yes stands for, I am okay. My elbow just hurts. She says, where are you? At the intersection of Robertson Street at Humphrey Lane by Longley Supply. Is Kevin with you? No, I'm alone. Okay, just stay there. I'm coming. Okay. Now the mom have her son's location. So just to make sure that he gave her the right location, she looks at her phone and she looks at the location just to see if it was the right location, and she noticed that his phone was at the house. It didn't make sense. Why is your phone at the house when you just told me you got into a wreck somewhere way else? So she scratched her head and now she's confused. So she got up from her bed. You know, she's still tired, rubbing her eyes. She opened her door. Her house is kind of dark. She turned on the lights and she walks to John's room. As she's walking to John's room, she automatically expects him to be in there. She opens the door, but he's not in the room. Now, remember, she mentioned Kevin. The reason why she mentioned Kevin, because they hang out a lot because they're brothers. So she calls Kevin, which is her other son. The mom said, Kevin? Because Kevin answered. He said, yeah, hello, Mom. What's up? And I guess they was having a good time by the background. That's what the mom explained and said, is John with you? He said, yeah, he's in the back. He's with me. We are drinking. We having fun. They was having fun. Is my son okay? Did y'all get into a wreck? Are you okay? Is everything good? She says, yeah, Mom, I'm okay. Everything is good. We just having fun drinking with a couple of friends. Everything is perfectly fine. But Mom, John did lose his phone, so we don't know where that's at. So then the mom frees because she knows that at this very moment, if the kids are away, if they're telling the truth, someone's in the house with me. Someone's in the house with me. Not only they're in the house with me, they listening to everything I'm saying, if this whole thing is not a joke. And they know I'm home alone. At this very moment, Marissa has to go to her room to get the keys and run to the front door to leave the house. In this very moment, she could get grabbed, caught, anything can happen. So she goes to her room, she rushes, she goes to her room, she grabs the keys. The house is still quiet, but she knows that this person could be anywhere in the house. Running now, looking all around the house, trying to see if anyone gonna chase after her. She's hurry up and running into the front door, which is kind of taking forever for her. She gets to the front door, she has to unlock it. She's looking behind her to make sure nobody is behind her. She opens it, turns the door, she don't even lock the door. She runs to her car, gets in the car, lock it. Now, she stays and hides in the car, and it's kind of dark outside around this time, so she could leave, but she wants this person in her house gone, if there's a person in her house. And not only that, if her kids are not messing with her. But she did hear her kids having fun, music playing in the background, so it's no way they could be messing with her unless they're good pranksters. Eventually, she calls the police. The police come and they sweep the house, search all over. No sign of intruder, no sign that anybody was even in the house. Not only that, the phone pinged again, which was, you know, she had the location, and the phone was down the block. And that was the last location of this phone because it was either turned off or broken. Something happened to the phone. During the time she was going to the room to get the keys. If this person wanted to do something to her, they could have been done it. And they was hearing her whole conversation. Obviously, they was hearing her whole conversation. It turned out that this was not a prank. Somebody was actually in her house. That this person didn't want to do nothing to the family at all. Actually, this person wanted to rob all of John's things, or things that's in the house, and wanted to give her a reason to leave her house. That's why he brought up the rat. So when she leave the house, he can take anything he want in the house because now he's home alone. These stories. Now, this girl named Kayla will literally catch her stalker who's obsessed with her from her camera. This guy will come to her place itching to get inside, but something's not right with this guy. And then he just walks off and go to his car and just leaves. She would tell him numerous times that I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you. Like, we're not like that on the same level. But he did not feel the same way. He wanted her, and he wanted her badly, that he would probably do anything to have her.
Hey, Kayla. Listen, I want to make sure you're not too worried about what happened at the party last week. I had an amazing time, and I think you're goddamn beautiful. And I'm sorry I got so sick. I wanted to come be with you while you were getting ready, and I was just so totally out of it.
Now, as you can see, this is the text. He's apologizing, and they just going back and forth right now.
God, I think I might love you, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna give you some space. And I want to be there for you and be there for you, and I can't get you out of my head, and I want to be there for you. God damn it. So fucking god damn it. And all I can do is think of you and want to be with you. And I want to be with you. I want to be your Flynn Rider, and I want to be everything for you. God damn it, babe. You're fucking amazing. You are amazing. You're my knight in shining armor.
He receives numerous texts and voicemails from this guy who's highly obsessed with her.
God, I love you so much. So much. Please call me back. No, I lied. I'm not gonna give you space. I'm sorry. I'm coming over. I know you're up and thinking about me. I'm sorry. I'm fucking God. I'm not sorry. I'm coming over. Coming over.
But then, all of a sudden, Kayla just stopped answering him, and that triggered him.
I'm not gonna give you space. I know you called me back. I saw that. Yep. I know you're up thinking about me. Oh, I'm coming over. One way or another, I'm coming over. I'll see ya. I'll be there in like 10 minutes or whatever. Whatever. I'm coming over right now. I love you.
Now, I want y'all to realize that this guy give me the vibes of, if I cannot have you, no one can have you. You know what that leads to? Murder.
Kayla, I am crazy. Fuck you. I'll drive into the field. Cut. Things like that. Fuck you. You, Kayla, I am God crazy. I'm crazy for you. God, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I am crazy.
But of course, Kayla is still not picking up. It's triggering him to the point where he's going insane. He's losing his mind.
No one can pick up. No one can pick up. We just don't know.
So she don't pick up again. So this time he comes back and he sound more calming, saying he is settled with a calming voice, just more relaxed.
All right. I'll settle. Anything for you, my queen. Anything for you. I'll settle. I'm going slow. My phone is dying anyway. I'm still gonna drive by your house in the middle of the night, though. And I dare you not to have your blinds open to check. I'm crazy. Maybe you'll never know if I did it. I'll do it.
You have to realize, the more voice messages he send, the more crazier he gets. The red flag about this whole story, he was using a fake name. He gave her a fake name. If she would have let him in his house to maybe confront him, or open a door to confront him, or to talk to him, she would not be alive today. I can tell you that right now. She would not be alive today. No one knows where this guy at after she done went to the police and did a restraining order. If I was her, I would move. I'm serious. I would move.